I'm Dr. Lee Bacheldor, Chief Medical Officer for Ascension River District Hospital. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the hundreds of outstanding physicians, associates, and volunteers who provide personalized, compassionate, high-quality health care at our beautiful hospital on South River Road. We've been proudly serving this community for more than 50 years. Even more important, we plan to continue serving this community for a long time to come. Always remember that we are here when you need us, 24 hours a day, right here, right now, today, and in the future. During the coronavirus pandemic we are currently living through, Ascension River District Hospital, our associates, and the Ascension, Michigan family in large are appreciative of the opportunity to sponsor our local sports teams and the live presentation of these events by CTV Cable Channel 6.
Welcome to another CTV Sports presentation. CTV Sports is brought to you by St. Clair Chevy Buick GMC. We care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star, guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV, Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Saints football. John Carter along with Coach Denny White, and a beautiful evening for football. We have just seen the Saints take the field. They're going to be receiving the kickoff from Grosse North. Both teams come in tonight 0-1, and going to be a big night for Saints trying to get back on the winning schedule here, Denny.
Absolutely. It's a big challenge for them after last week. They were physically beaten up last week, so hopefully they've got their players back, their key players back, and we'll have a good contest tonight.
All right, Matt Boslip is deep, and he's waking the kick from Michael Zantini for Grosse North.
Matthew Boslip is deep for St. Clair.
And have to mention, tonight we are live from St. Clair, Michigan, and the first time for a regular live broadcast here, and excited about doing that. Normally we're tape delayed, but tonight you can watch this game live. Here's the kick. Santini hits it deep. Boslep at about the goal line, and he stepped into it, so it's an automatic touchback. Well, leading the Saints will be quarterback Luke Ellis, number 8, and Denny, not your normal progression going from fullback to quarterback.
No, he was a quarterback on the JV team, and when they moved him up, they made him a fullback, and he did a commendable job. He's a very hard runner, and hopefully he does the same thing tonight.
All right, and we're going to be interested in how the Saints here react. Ellis is in the pistol formation, takes a snap, and keeps the ball and is met at the line. Number 52 and number 50, that's Hunter Abdullahi, and number 52, Ray Bell, were penetrating there inside, and really nowhere for Luke to go at all that time.
Nope, no opening at all.
That makes it 2nd and 10. Deep for the Saints, looks like it might be Aiden Gedeke, maybe?
On the other side, Aiden McCartney.
McCartney, okay. Ellis, handoff going left towards us that time, or right towards us, I should say. That's number 36, Aiden Gedeke, taking the handoff. He got about 1, so it's going to be 3rd and long here to start off. Saints in a tough position. Ethan White and Bo Becker come in at wide receiver. Saints in an obvious passing situation here as they look to get a first down. Ellis again about 3 down, 3 back from the line. Rolls to his left, looking downfield. In the middle, just over the fingertips of the tight end. Might be Alex Hall there. No, 46. 46 is Mason Spiza.
That's Aiden McCartney.
Okay, Aiden McCartney then.
Yeah.
We'll get the numbers down here pretty quick.
Well, we're a long way from the field up
Long
here.
way from the field and first game, but the pass is just over the fingertips, so it'll be 4th and about 8, and a punting situation for St. Clair. Deep is number 2. That's Kennard Williams for North. End over end kick. Lands at about the 50. Good bounce for St. Clair. Picked up by Kennard at the 42. Reverses field. Comes back. Has some room. And hard tackle there by number 2. That's Matt Buslep. And Williams gets about 10 yards on the return and probably ran about 40.
He did, yes. Reverse field. Well, and that first series is an example of what hopefully you don't want to get involved in. You don't want to be forced into a passing situation when it's obvious. You want to make some room on your running plays. But it's the first series, and they learned something from that.
All right, number 10 is Joseph Pleath. He's at center. Behind him, number 3, Ethan LaCroix. And number 2, Williams. Williams has it right up the middle, and good play that time. Number 32 is Logan Hurlbert, and number 79, Max Schweihofer, close that down, and there's no gain whatsoever.
I think those are 2 names you're going to hear often tonight for the St. Clair defense.
Max was a starter last year on the defensive line, and Logan certainly was as well in linebacker. And there's some experience on the defensive side here, but the Saints have a kind of a deficit. There's just not a lot of seniors out there right now. Yeah. So Pleath takes the look under center, again to Williams, and he got about 5 that time. Again, straight up the middle. Number 32, again, was Logan Hurlbert. He was in there quickly, got a foot, I think. And now, big third down already for the Saints. 3rd and about 6 from their own 46. First down will be the 40. Joseph Pleath is the quarterback. He's a senior for Grosse Pointe North. And let's see, this might be 2-down territory, Denny, if they elect to run this ball. Number 20 is Nolan Peach coming towards us. And the snap is accepted. Got a room over on the right side, and
first down.
First down for Pleath on the scramble. Saw the opening there and took it very quickly. Aiden Gadke made the tackle, but after a 6 or 7 yard gain, enough for a first down, and Grosse Pointe gets another set of downs on now the Saints 39.
St. Clair with a new defensive scheme this year. They're running they call it 3-4 sting, so you've got 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers.
All right, North comes up 1st and 10 on the Saints 39. Pleath looks over the defense. Kind of a tight formation, running tight formation normally. Number 20 is in motion. And a pitch this time to Williams, and a good play. Nice job that time by the defensive end. Mason Spiza did a nice job, penetrated quickly, and before Kennard Williams could get really started, he had him tackled by the legs, and that's a loss of about 2, maybe even 3.
Well, and that's a play that their system runs. Their JV ran that too, and it's a pitch when they go heavy to that side. They call it heavy, and they simply turn and pitch the ball to the tailback. And if you can defend that, that's a really good deal. That was a nice play by Mason.
He usually tried to outnumber you on the edge
that's
there,
yep.
And Mason read that quickly and got across the line of scrimmage and made the play in the backfield. All right, 2nd down, 13 for Grosse Pointe North. And let's see, whistle on the play, and I think that might have been too much time. That back judge calling, that's normally the situation. That'll cost him 5 on the delay of game. And it makes it now 2nd and about 18. The system where the quarterback goes to the sideline every play, I know it's hard to signal everything they want to do in high school, but that can take time if you're not going back and forth. And it's got to tire out the quarterback a little bit.
It certainly does. It's because he goes every play, and particularly if he's a running quarterback, he's a tired puppy by the end of the night.
All right, Pleath again hands to Williams. Williams got a little bit of a crease and gets to the 2nd level. Gain of about 5. Buslep again on the stop. And number 50, Caleb Ackett's, one of the linebackers, was also in on it with Matt Buslip.
The Saints have done a good job tonight with multiple players in on the tackle. That's a good deal. They've read the play.
All right, Andrew Zweihofer on the left end. We got Max Zweihofer kind of in the middle. Pleath under center. And again, timeout for Grosse Pointe North that time. Let's mention for tonight the captains for the Saints, Maddox Mazzell, the big offensive lineman, Luke Ellis, the quarterback, Aiden Gedeke, who I think is going to be playing a lot, going both ways, and Matt Buslip, also someone you're going to see going on both sides of the ball. And interesting, that actually a couple juniors as captains, and which does say a lot. We talked earlier, Danny, about the fact that Grosse Pointe has really more seniors than we have kids on the team this year. And that's always a challenge. And the Saints had some injuries last week from their game at East Point. You've got a couple kids who are in civilian clothes, and with hoping that they'll be back and be able to play later on this season, just to add in the depth. It's always difficult in high school when you got to go both ways, and usually about the midway third quarter, fourth quarter, it starts telling on you.
Well, and particularly when the temperature was 80 today, so you're in that, and you're on turf.
All right, third down, about 14. Pleath back. Again, has some room. Pulls up, deep is number 7 is open, and I think that's going to be a touchdown. Nope, out of bounds. They're going to call it.
One called it a touchdown.
Michael Zontini with the catch, and very nice throw, but
he's got him out on the 1 foot line.
We're having a little bit of a discussion between the referee, the side judge, and it looks like they are calling it out of bounds at about the 1 foot line. It's a very difficult play. A lot of time for the quarterback as he scrambled around, and you can see the end comes all the way across the field, and good pass by Pleath that time as Zontini had beat 3 defenders and made it to the corner, and boy, it's hard to tell.
It sure is. Sure is.
All right, out on the 1 foot line, and Grosse Pointe North has a chance to score here. Pleath goes in for the touchdown, just in behind the big offensive line. There's not a lot you can do as a defense on that play. Took them one extra time.
Yep, and there's not we don't have the heights and weights, but that's a big offensive line.
All right, this is going to be a replay, but it's pretty simple. Quarterback sneak, and just fouled some big people into the end zone, and only basically fall forward, and you're going to score that time.
That's the kind you go up and you just tap the center, and there goes the ball.
Number 7, Zontini, who had the big pass, will be the kicker. Steps away, ready for the snap. Snaps down, and the kick is up, and it's good. So Zontini with the extra point. That makes it 7-0 with about 6 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the first quarter, and kind of a nice play by the quarterback there as he kind of rolled to his left, got some space, and before he hit the line of scrimmage, found Zontini on a long crossing pattern.
Yep, he was open there. The quarterback was open and started to run and brought the linebacker up. But you're right, the end beat three defenders. And
it's hard when you have to cover somebody for that long. Just not easy to stay with someone for 4 or 5 seconds. And that's what happened there. Is eventually that the end came out. Zontini came clear on the long crossing pattern, and that was the play. All right, Buslip deep along with number 21 is Jaden Simonian, and I think it was 20, Ethan White was the other deep back. And Zontini again will kick it off. He had a touchback on the first one. And we're waiting for something. Not sure what. I guess it was a pep talk from the,
from the official.
from the official. Not sure why. And signal by the referee. And here comes Zontini. Another good kick. Not quite as deep. Buslip kicks it on about the 6. Matt Buslip brings it to his right, and he gets out to about the 24, 25-yard line.
Buslip brought down by Ethan LaCroix, the 24-yard line.
Number 3, Ethan LaCroix with a tackle. And the Saints will start. They're going to put it at the 25, make it easy to get the yardage. And Luke Ellis comes back out. Buslip is in there as well. See number 60, Kai Pennywell, Maddox Mazzell, the 2 tackles. Buslip next to Ellis. And Buslip with the run, and again, good play by Grosse Pointe North. That was Brendan Cole, number 9 with the carry. The tackle was made by number 50, and that's Hunter Abdelbali again, and he's been inside a couple of times already on these plays.
Well, and you can count on the fact that if there's a name that's difficult to pronounce, he's going to be in on most of the plays.
That's correct. That's an announcer rule. Ellis back, good throw out to the flat, and first down for St. Clair.
Nice pass, nice play.
Number 23 is Bo Becker, and good throw that time by Luke Ellis. Quick, decisive throw on a quick out. 42, Alex Hall, and 32, Logan Herbert will come in, replacing Becker and Ethan White. Here comes Buslip, our side, number 2. And we have a whistle again. Not sure what happened. One of the players is being asked, has to leave the field. I know there are protocols, and I suppose if you're not wearing your mask properly, I guess that's just an assumption. Don't know. Wasn't an injury, but asked to leave the field. Good fake that time by Ellis, and gets about 1 though. That was a nice play by big number 52, Ray Bell, who's looks like he's about 6'3", 250 out there.
He looks like a big fellow. Yes, he does.
And he made a nice play. Luke got about 1.5 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 8. Becker and White come in, and Owen Gazar and number 42, Alex Hall, go to the sideline. Ellis takes a snap.
Uh-oh.
Has to reverse his field, gets away.
There's one over here.
Open on the right. Buslip and White. He made the catch. Nice play.
Matt Buslip.
On the run. Luke Ellis to Matt Buslip, and not an easy catch whatsoever. And Buslip came up to it. Here we go. Go to the sideline. This is reminiscent, frankly, of the North play, is that Luke did an effective job scrambling, coach, and found Buslip open on the side on a long
left,
route.
comes all the way back.
Has to reverse
And like
his
you
field,
had said,
gets
it's hard to
away.
cover anybody that long. Roby has him, but not close enough. Nice catch. What
Yep.
a nice catch.
Tough catch, because on the run, that ball was a little underthrown, and Nat came back and made a really good play on it.
Brendan Cole.
Brendan Cole again with the carry this time. He got about maybe 2.
Pick up 1.
And the interior linebackers for North look active and good.
They do. They're not very large holes up the middle in there.
Yeah. That was number 27, Andrew Hill, who made the tackle there. And again, Brendan got about 1. Saints, 2nd and about 9 on the 36 of Grosse Pointe North. Best penetration of the evening so far for St. Clair. Ellis under pressure, had to get rid of that very quickly. Didn't really have a chance. As again, Big Ray Bell was. No, I'm sorry, that was Stewart. Javante Stewart was in his face.
Well, he sure was.
And at that size, nowhere to go for Luke, and he was good to get that away. All right, that'll make it 3rd and 9. Saints are definitely in 3 or 4 down territory here. Becker comes back along with Luke Ellis. Luke and that pistol about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Rolls to his right, in trouble, gets away from 61. That might have been a face mask. And Luke gets back to about the line of scrimmage, but there's a couple of different flags in the play, and I think that's going to be a face mask on number 61 as he reached out and Luke ducked under, and I think he just kind of inadvertently grabbed the mask.
So. He came off the line very quickly and just ran over the blocking back.
Personal foul, face mask.
There,
yep. And that'll be 15 yards for St. Clair and a automatic first down. Actually, big break for the Saints because that was going to be 4th and at least 10 yards that time. And Luke was lucky to get back, if he did, to the line of scrimmage. As I said, probably not at all on purpose, but
no, it didn't look like it. No.
When you're reaching out like that as you're going past somebody, sometimes you just latch onto it. All right. Ellis in the backfield with Cole. Hard run up the middle. And maybe a couple of yards. Aiden Gedke that time, and just not a lot of room.
As we talked about that, there's not a hole there.
And that was a hard running by Aiden, but there's just not a lot of space to move in there. All right, Saints down to 2 minutes 31 seconds. 2nd and about 9. They're at the 23, and mainly been moving with Luke Ellis on a couple of passes, and see if we can get a running game going. Ellis fakes to get a key this time. There's a quick pass out in the flat. Number 20, Ethan Wright, broke the first tackle, but couldn't shake number 4, Colin Duffy, and that'll make for about a yard gain, maybe 2 yards, I guess, and it'll be 3rd and about 7.
Defensive backs close really quickly.
Well, when you know you're not going to have the guy who's not going to have much time because your line's penetrating, you can play pretty press coverage on as a defensive back. Again, whistle on the field. Haven't seen an indication yet from the officials. Neutral zone infraction by North. Thought I saw some movement up front. That makes it a very different call, 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 7.
That makes a huge difference. You're absolutely right.
But as we said, there's not been a lot of movement up front for St. Clair, so we'll have to see what offensive coordinator Gary Griffin's thinking. And Luke takes it, rolls to his right. Long pass, just out of the reach. Trying to see who that might be out there.
Aiden McCartney.
Aiden McCartney just out of reach to the corner of the end zone. You have to think Saints will go for it here, probably outside field goal range, and 4th and only 2 yards to go. It looks like the Saints are going to try to roll Luke away from some of the pressure up front and try to put some pressure on the ends, either looking for a run pass as it comes out.
Really good. Yeah, they have run pass option. They've been working on that for the last couple of weeks.
Ellis.
Uh-oh.
And nowhere to go. And hard run, working very hard not to go down, but boy, there was no hole there, and Luke ran into the arms of about 3 different Norseman that time. And that's going to be
was
turning the ball over.
That was really plugged.
Yep. It looked like they tried to go against tendency because
Yep.
Luke's been rolling to his right and at least somewhat successfully cut that back to the left, and Grosse Pointe North was not fooled. But on the whole, pretty good drive for St.
Yep.
Clair. They moved down the field, had a couple of first downs, and I think need to build on some of that offensive consistency and try to take that in their next couple of drives.
Well, I think they learned from their first series and then said, okay, now we got to get out. And if we can get out, then that hopefully would open up the inside later.
All right, Zantini to the left here, guarded by Kyle Kemley. Please, a little mix-up in the backfield, but he breaks away as Williams. And Kennard Williams, again, maybe a yard,
Maybe
two.
a yard, yeah.
That was not a smooth handoff, Coach.
No, it was not. That's not something they always work on.
They're going to say no gain whatsoever on that play as the clock runs down through the end of the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Good defensive play by the Saints. You can see number 50, that's Caleb Ackett's there. One of the probably outside linebackers in this alignment. No, take that back. Looks like he's playing defensive end. He's a down. Leith takes it. Back. Rolls to his right. And just out of the reach. That was a pretty good throw, really, on his move.
Yeah.
And Nolan Peach was just tempted to bring it down one-handed and couldn't make an Odell Beckham Jr. play on it, but good coverage out there by the Saints and good pressure up front from the Saints linemen. That makes it 3rd and 10. A big third down early in the game for St. Clair. They'd love to be able to get off the field and get another drive going here. Number 10, Joseph Pleath, quarterback for Grosse Pointe North. Number 4 is Colin Duffy coming towards us. Split out. Pleath goes back, pressure up the middle, passes way up in the air, and I think they're going to get an offensive or a defensive interference that time. You can't turn your back to the play. And
Colin Duffy's incomplete.
No, you just run into trouble because the receiver sees the ball and starts to come back, and you're right there.
Yep. And face guarding is a misnomer, but essentially when you turn your back to the play and you run into the receiver, preventing him from getting back to the ball, as you said, that's a no-brainer call for an official. All right, results. It's not a spot foul in high school. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
And that gets Grosse Pointe North out of their hole and
Pass interference
creates a first down for them out at their own 33.
to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 North.
And that's a tough play, probably for an inexperienced cornerback to avoid that is not easy. Got to find the ball. Pleath takes it. Gives it off to Williams, and Williams. Good play that time by number 11. Kyle Kemley made the play as he forced Williams way to the outside, Coach. And
That was a really nice play. Very nice play by Kyle.
St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC.
14.
We're getting hit back here, guys.
Maddox Moselle comes in.
54, Maddox Moselle goes in for the Saints on the line. And I think Grosse
They're
Pointe
gonna let
North
it go, yeah.
just going to let it run down. So at the end of one, Saints and Grosse Pointe North. North is leading 7-0. Let's turn it over to our sponsors for a word from them.
In the first quarter, Point North 7.
St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC wants to welcome you back.
And we've taken all necessary precautions to keep our customers safe and comfortable.
Because we really do care in St. Clair.
Lease a Chevy Equinox for $268 a month.
Just sign and drive.
Or choose the all-new Buick Encore GX for $209 a month. Even lease a GMC Acadia $229 a month.
And we'll deliver to your home or office. Plus, shop all our inventory online.
We are way closer than you think.
Ace Hardware in St. Clair is your local Ace Hardware store and is located on the west side of the Riverview Plaza in St. Clair. Ace Hardware in St. Clair now features Carhartt clothing, coats, pants, everything Carhartt. And look now, they also have the big green egg, Weber grills, and of course, all the quality Ace products you've grown to know and trust. Paint, tools, keys, everything hardware. It's all at Ace Hardware on the west side of the Riverview Plaza in St. Clair.
All right, plays underway. Pleath gets it off. Number 3 is Duffy, and he gets a nice gain that time. Not quite to the first down, but about 6 or 7 yards. Kind of a improvised play, and Pleath shows some nice maneuverability and escapability in the backfield.
I think that's what we're going to get from both the quarterbacks tonight. They're going to end up moving around and looking for an open receiver.
Andrew Swihoffer comes in, replacing Moselle. Number 9, Brendan Cole, comes in. And quickly, number 11, Kummel comes out. Pleath up the middle. And hard to tell what they're going to mark that as. It's going to be very close to a first down for Duffy, I think, that time. Where LaCroix was at. Ethan LaCroix?
Ethan LaCroix.
Yep, Ethan LaCroix on the carry, and I think they're going to mark it as a first down.
Just enough for the first down.
Saints might have been looking for a throw that time, Coach.
I think that they were, yes. I would agree. Well, and it's, even though the strategy is all like a chess game.
Trying to wrong foot the other team, correct?
That's right, yes.
All right, here comes Pleath. Williams deep. Pleath gives it to Williams. Williams has a little crease, and he runs hard.
Very, very hard run, yes.
Williams with the
First down for Kennard Williams. He gets about 12 or 13 and gets to the 42 of St. Clair.
I think you saw that he was hit at the line of scrimmage, and he kept digging.
And he seems to finish those runs. The defensive players are going backwards after they hit him. And
and he's falling forward.
We don't have weights or heights on the roster sheets, but solidly built running back with some power. Pleath again, Williams, and gets about 5 or 6 as well there, and starting to see some creases in the St. Clair line up front. Becker made the stop.
Well, I think, as we mentioned before, that the time and energy and weather wears down the Saints because they simply don't have the manpower, number-wise, in order to sub all the time.
2nd and 5 for Grosse Pointe North. Pleath comes up. Williams again deep. Run right up the middle with the fullback. And not much that time.
No.
James Chalet.
And
again, if you're going to decide who made the tackle, you're going to just say
it's going to be
the Saints made the tackle.
Yeah, it's essentially the defensive line and linebackers were involved in that one. And maybe a yard. It ended up being 3rd and 5, and another big play for St. Clair as they'd like to hold off and keep the offense of Grosse Pointe North off the field. Quarterback for Grosse Pointe North is number 10, senior Joe Pleath. Deep for the Norseman is Kennard Williams in the backfield. Fake to Williams. Intercepted by the Saints. Going down the field. Number 20 waves his way all the way inside the 10-yard line. Ethan White.
Boy,
read that play.
One. Yes, he did. It was almost like he said, he's open, throw it over here. And then he cut in front.
Great play by Ethan White. Let's see that if we have it on replay. And he just cut in, took that ball, and got a big return all the way down inside the 10. Nope, we're missing the replay. Okay. Williams in the backfield. And Saints going to call a timeout, and this is here's the play. Ethan White anticipated that throw and did a nice job running back here.
He did. Set it up. Nice run.
Big play for that's what really the Saints needed, Coach. Get back in this ball game. All right, first down and goal to go at the 9. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left. North leads 7-0 here in the second game of the restarted 2020 high school football season. And this is John Carter along with Coach Denny White. We're very pleased to bring you the game live for the first time tonight from East China Stadium. Normally we do these tape delay, but MHSSA in their ultimate wisdom have decided that because
There are 5 more good reasons for
can't have many spectators, that they are going to allow these games to be done live this year, which is great for parents, grandparents, and friends to actually be able to see the games.
Absolutely, yes. Particularly since you're limited, the players are limited to 2 people. And so when you look around this stadium, it doesn't really look like it normally does.
No, not at all. And it's going to take some getting used to, but at least they're playing, and that's probably the best part of this. And certainly, I know all the players and the coaches are pleased that the season was able to restart. And obviously, the main thing is to do it safely and healthily, to make sure that everyone is okay throughout the season. All right, Saints first and goal to go at the 9. Ellis with Alex Hall in the backfield with him. Got trips left. Ellis looks to roll that way, and good tackle that time by number 4 is Colin Duffy. We've called his name a couple of times already.
He's done that before. He comes up really quick to fill that spot.
And the Saints were hoping to be able to outnumber the Norsemen on the left side that time, but Duffy came up and made a good play.
Brought down with a loss of 1.
Loss of 1, ball's back to the 10. It'll be still goal to goal. Second down and 10 to go. Bo Becker comes in for the Saints. Becker, and I think they're going to get called. That was slow developing that time, and that's going to be a delay of game. The second one of the game. One for no, we didn't have enough people on the field. Not a good thing. All right. Well, that'll be 5 yards. They didn't want to get up that 5 yards at this point on the field. And again, one of the things that happens early in the season with some inexperienced players is, especially with some kids playing places they're really not that familiar with.
Absolutely right. Yep.
All right, Brennan Cole behind Luke Ellis. Ellis. Deep into the end zone, and just off the fingertips. I think that might have been Matt Buslup out there. Tough catch. He's trying to always try to get your feet down as well, and just couldn't quite hold on to it.
He was right in the corner.
Good throw by Luke Ellis, too. All right, that's going to make it 3rd and 15, and Saints need this one. They need this one to get back in the game, and I don't think they're going to try a field goal, so let's see what Ellis can do. Ellis And it's a quick screen out to Buslip. And quickly tackled that time. Number 27 is Andrew Hill, and made a good play there as the Saints had some numbers out there, but Hill cut through the blockers and
goal on the 13.
Tackled Buslip after a gain of about 2 or 3.
Well, and we mentioned before that these defensive backs close very, very quickly. You catch the ball and it looks like you have room, and all of a sudden there's no room.
All right, Saints are going to go 4th down and about 13. Ellis takes a snap, has some time, rolls to his right, back to his left, avoids the tackle, up the middle, but going to be pulled down by number 52. That's Ray Bell again, and good effort by Luke Ellis, but no one open, and unfortunately the Saints have to turn it over in downs on about the 6 or 7 yard line, and they were not able to take advantage of the Ethan White interception.
Well, and when you notice on that, they as the game goes on, they're a very disciplined defense. They stay in their lanes, and you don't find the linebacker on the wrong side of the field or the defensive tackle making a tackle out in the back. They're just very disciplined, and that paid off on that play.
Number 10, Pleath again, under center. They'll start from their own 7. Williams, and again, good play by the right-hand side of the Saints defense.
Williams brought down by number 50, Caleb Achatz.
Caleb Achatz got his 2nd tackle of the evening. Down under 6 minutes now. Grosse Pointe North leads the Saints 7-0. You're watching St. Clair Saints basketball here on CTV. Community television in St. Clair and Marine City. John Carter along with Coach Denny White. And very pleased to bring you this game this evening. Beautiful day, a beautiful evening for football. Pleath. Deep.
Pass.
Looking long.
Nope.
And just off the fingertips. Good defense that time, and a good throw, actually. That was actually Williams, the running back, kind of running out of the backfield and just beyond his fingertips. It looked like pretty good coverage out there.
Yeah, I think it was.
Kennard Williams is incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, plenty of time if the Saints can hold them here and get the ball back in pretty good field position as the Norsemen are on their own 8. So, big stop potentially. This time Williams is in the backfield. And quick hitter for Williams, and he's got some space and some speed.
Nice tackle.
Good tackle out there by Brendan Cole, but unfortunately for the Saints, 15-yard gain for Kennard Williams, and they, again, thinking pass, do the opposite with the run, and he's got some quick feet.
That was just a quick hitter, and he is very quick through that hole.
They say good tackle by Brendan Cole, but unfortunately, when your safety's making tackles on a play like that, that's not going to be for short distance.
You would rather not call the safety's name unless he intercepts a pass.
All right, 1st down on the 25. Pleath takes it himself on a little keeper. Gets about 3 or 4 to the 29 or so.
Mason Spezia with the tackle.
Spezia with the tackle. Pleath again goes to the sideline for each play. Comes back. They are taking their time, though. There's not a lot of urgency on getting these plays in. I'm a little surprised because there's already been 2 delay games called, and clearly the refs are watching it. Pleath comes back to the huddle. And he's holding his hand up again, and He better snap that ball.
5, 3, 2, 1.
And he just barely got it off. And the throw is over the head of number 87. That was Anthony Tupchu.
Of all the good passes, that was not a very good pass.
A little bit off his left foot.
Yeah,
I
he was off the wrong foot. Yeah.
I also think probably they realized they were coming to the end of the time and maybe hurried a little bit.
He did hurry that, yeah. Yeah, because he was on the last move.
3rd and 6. Once again, Saints looking to get a stop here, get off the field with their defense.
Well, and the quarterback is taught to watch him because he's looking right at him. And so it's 10 seconds when he puts his hand up, and then when he starts counting, there's 5 left.
3rd down 6, Pleath to Williams, and again.
Just a little hole.
And a quick move, and he's got some speed. And can he, good job by the Saints running the angle, but unfortunately it's 30 yards downfield.
2 good moves on that run.
Yeah, he has good feet. He's shown his power already, but the last couple of times have been the speed he possesses, and he can get into the backfield quickly.
That was a very quick shift to the left once he got through the hole.
Norseman will start with 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line of St. Clair. Still plenty of time for him. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first half. And it's been methodical. They've kind of just taken their time and drove it down the field. Started on inside their own 10. Again, Williams, and a good hit that time.
Williams with security brought down by Hurlburt.
And I thought that might have been Logan Hurlburt. That was a good play as a linebacker, filling that hole and driving Williams backwards.
That was a stop here.
And there was a flag on the far side. And let's see what we have. Thought there was going to be a signal there, but there hasn't been a signal.
I didn't see the flag, but I saw him come running.
There's one on the far side. I just don't know. And halted play.
Well, it's a penalty on Grosse Pointe North.
Illegal shift.
Illegal shift by Grosse Pointe North. So he was obviously asking the Saints
if they want,
coaching staff if they wanted it, because there's an argument if you hold them to no yards, you might take the play. But at this point, I think the Saints want him going backwards.
Yeah.
Pleath. Straight drop back. Throws off the fingertips of number 3, Ethan LaCroix. That's another one. You have that kind of pass that kind of pops up in the air. That's a defensive back's favorite thing.
It's a dream, yes. Thank you very much. The old tip drill.
That'll make it 3rd down and 15. I think it's 2nd down and 15 actually. Yeah, 2nd down and 15. And again, Norseman methodical about this drive. Not a lot of urgency, but they're getting things done.
I'm going to try a quick hitter here again.
87, Tupchu, Anthony Tupchu comes our way. Pleath again, straight back.
Thought he had him.
Long pass down the middle, just over the head of number 7. That's Zontini, who had made the catch earlier tonight. And that'll make it 3rd down and 15.
Excellent coverage. You got
that was good coverage.
2 receivers and 4 pass defenders. We'll take that.
Yep, and at that time, unlike the other to Zontini, the safeties stayed on top of it. They didn't get beat, and that was a good play by the Saints defensive backfield.
Well, and you try to tell the safeties, don't let the receiver get behind you, and sometimes the interpretation is hard to learn.
All right, 3rd down, 15. Zontini and number 3, LaCroix, split right. Pleath rolls to his left. Again, another long pass. Knocked away by St. Clair. Good play there, deep. long way away from us.
Yeah.
Might have been, looked like Buslip maybe?
Yeah, Buslip is there.
And that'll make it fourth down and 15.
I'd be willing to bet if that quarterback had that to do over again, he'd just run it, because he was out there with space.
Have to see what Grosse Pointe North will be interested in doing here. They're on the Saints 45, 4th and 15, and it looks like they're going to be punting the ball away. Zantini is deep. The Saints right now have elected, just starting to get someone deep. And Zantini, beautiful punt. And it's going to. Did that hit a St. Clair player?
Looked like it.
It looked like it might have caught a St. Clair player on the leg as it bounced, and
North takes it over at the.
And that's going to be a turnover. That's inadvertent, but that one hurts. Nope, there's a flag though. Flag on the field on the far side. And let's see what the
bringing it back,
and again another illegal shift. And unusually, there was a player in motion on a punt lineup.
That sounds very strange.
And usually what happens then is that they don't time the snap right, and they move towards the line of scrimmage before they should. And that's probably what happened there. But that's a huge break for St. Clair, because that was going to be put Grosse Pointe North in very, very good position. And I think this time the St. Clair players going back to block will be very aware of that, where the ball is. Zantini, again, another punt. And fielded there by St. Clair, and a hard hit out of bounds. I think that might have been Matt Buslip again. It's really hard for us to tell that far away from us on the other side of the field.
Simonian with the return.
Simonian. They're saying Simonian with the return. Got back to the 25-yard line, which is a good job, and he didn't let the ball bounce and die inside the 10. And he got a hit at the end of it to return him his good favor.
Yes, he does.
All right, Saints, 1st and 10 on their own 25. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left here, second quarter. In motion is Hall. And oops, again, not going anywhere with that one. Number 55 is Luke Ledoc.
And Cole brought down by.
And Cole did not make it back to the line of scrimmage that time. And clearly, Grosse Pointe North has been dominating the line of scrimmage. The Saints just have not been able to get any running room whatsoever. And Luke Ellis has done some nice plays with the passing and rolling out, but it's really hard to continue to make progress when you can't get any kind of running attack going.
Well, and it's frustrating because then the defense knows you're one-dimensional, and then they set up, and then all they have to do is, if you're a defensive lineman, it's like, here I come.
Yep. And again, Luke Ellis in the backfield, quick handoff, and I think that might have been Hall.
Alex Hall with the carry.
And Hall got about 3 or 4 that time. And let's see, we're going to call timeout for Grosse Pointe North.
Timeout North.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And Coach, one of the things that have to note this week is the passing of Jim Weimer, a longtime sports editor and just all-around Blue Water sports icon, I think, and really involved in all kinds of things over the last 40 years, and just a great asset to the area.
Absolutely was, and just a class human being. That as good a sports writer as he was, and as good an official as he was even a better human being.
Well, and had some very nice pieces in both the Detroit News as well as the Times Herald about the impact he's had, not only on obviously the newspapers, but just on a lot of kids.
Yep.
I think every athlete that's come through here in the last probably 35, 40 years knows who Jim Weimer is, was interviewed by him, and had the advantage of getting to know him. So certainly our condolences to his family, our thoughts are with him, and just a great guy, as you said.
Absolutely.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Saints trail, Grosse Pointe North here, 7-0. Minute 25 left in the first half. It's 3rd and 9 for St. Clair, and Grosse Pointe North probably with a good move that time, calling timeout and looking to try to force the Saints to punt. Third and 9. Ellis. Snap a little bit high, but controls it. Pitches, and
just need a first down. Got
and
it.
a good run that time, I think, by Cole. Brendan Cole gets the first down at about the 41-yard line, and that's a big play for St. Clair.
Huge, absolutely huge. Negates that timeout. So
negates the timeout, and frankly, their best running play of the first half. Good pitch by Ellis, and a good read on the defensive end.
Yep. Good decision.
And a good finish to the run by Brendan Cole. Brendan and Luke, two of the juniors on the team. Ellis rolls to his right, going to look downfield. Throws up, and it completed at the 50-yard line. Good throw, good catch. And I think that might have been Buslup again.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Runs out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
And the Saints all of a sudden have a little bit of a drive going as Ellis found Buslup on the out pattern, and Matt caught it at the 50 and got out of bounds quickly, stopping the clock. Under a minute to play. Saints with positive field position here right at the 50-yard line. And 1st and 10. Be nice to break one right here, Coach.
It absolutely would.
Ellis rolls to his left this time.
Got time.
Plenty of time, going deep, and just broken up nicely. Number 11, Nicholas Roby, was calling. I'm not sure. I think he was trying to call for offensive pass interference. That's a hope and a prayer on that play. But he made a nice defensive play. He had good closing speed and caught up to the Saints receiver pretty easily on that and prevented completion.
Certainly was in the right spot.
Yep.
And he may have even been pushed. Who knows?
Right. But he and Deion Sanders are both going to have to wait to get that call.
That's right. And just like everything else, if they don't call it, it didn't happen.
That's correct. 2nd down and 10.
No, they didn't.
Here comes Ellis.
Okay.
Looking around.
Time.
And a hard hit, and that's you're looking downfield, what you're taught to do, but boy, it leaves you vulnerable. Number 35 came up quickly. That's Timothy Cleland, and just put the wood to Luke Ellis. And again, Coach, what you said, looking downfield in that play, the linebackers were lined up across the field, the defensive backs were playing deep, and they were in their zones.
It's a very disciplined defense. It's nice to see a high school team, although you wish it was your own, that play disciplined defense. Not that they can't get beat, but they're in the right place anyway.
Well, I think Saints are going to let the clock run down here and end the first half. Grosse Pointe North leads 7-0 at the end of one. And Coach, just some thoughts. It looks really like Grosse Pointe North is using their running attack to try to penetrate the Saints, and the Saints haven't been able to do the same themselves.
Yeah, I think that they are, and I think one of the things that Gary may take a look at is when he has all that time, when Luke has all that time, and the receivers go long underneath, it's open underneath. And you may just want to hunt and peck your way through that. All right, but it's something.
And the Saints all got to take something whack. They played very good defense here for the one long drive, and really other than that, they've stayed right with Grosse Pointe North.
Yep.
Okay, everybody. After the first half, North leads 7-0. We'll be back for the start of the second half.